tomb. The stone is keeping them from getting to Jesus. And you know the stones that I mentioned a few minutes ago, these stones are keeping us from Jesus. And they need to be rolled back. Somebody ought to be asking the same question the women asked: who shall roll away the stone for us? I'm told that yes, awaiting these women was a great stone. But I can see their faith was greater than the stone. You know, in speaking of faith, I recall this man who was on a cliff. Accidentally, he had fell out, and there was a limb, and as he fell over the cliff, he fell, and he grabbed a limb. And while on this limb, he looked up and he looked down. And the man began to holler, "I need help. Is there anybody up there that can help me?" And finally, Jim heard a voice. He says, "Yes, Jim, I'm below." And he says, "Jim, I know that you're holding on to a limb that is about to break." He says, "Before that happens, let go and I'll catch you at the bottom." Well, old Jim looked up and he looked down, and then he looked up again and he said, "Is there anybody else up there that I can talk to?" Amen, Walls. You know, sometimes when there are some stones that need to be rolled away, sometimes it's faith that can move the mountains. Jesus says if you had this kind of faith, you can say to this mountain, "Be over yonder," and the mountain would have to move. These women are worried about a stone. But you know, the book tells me these women, when they got to the tomb, they looked up and the stone was rolled away. Repeat after me. They looked up.
They looked up.
And the stone was rolled away.
The stone was rolled away.
Remember the stones that you're worrying about right now? Such as finance, such as a job. These stones that you're worried about, remember that God has already gone ahead of you and me and rolled these stones away. God is a good God. So Mary, I want to know this evening, who rolled away that stone? The Bible tells me that God dispatched an angel from heaven, and he descended down and rolled back that large stone. Mark 16:2, we are told that this was no ordinary stone, that it was a large stone. God dispatched an angel from heaven and rolled back that stone. Right. Can I get a witness? Right. Yeah. Someone said,